Good morning, students. As we are discussing about the human reproduction, so the topic of discussion further today is about the three different layers of the uterus. So today's topic is the three layers, right? So first, starting with the uterus. The uterus has a thick and highly vascular a layer, and it is composed of three different tissues. So what is a uterus? We know the uterus has a thick walled and highly vascular and three type of tissues, right? So that three types of tissues are, if I get into the structure, and we have discussed this very structure in detail. So if I take, these are the finger-like projections which are called as the fimbriae, right? And here these fimbriae, they are having over here is this ovary, right? And right, this is the fundus part, the upper part, and similar to this side, we'll be having the same structure. And here it is going to attach to this uterus, the ovary by an ovarian ligament. We have discussed all this in detail. I'm just focusing on the different layers right now in this video. So it's coming to the layers. So this is the uterus and this is the uterine cavity. Fine. So this layer, right? This in black, right? This layer. So I told you that uterus has a thick walled, highly vascular and muscles, and it contains three type of tissue. Now the outermost, this outermost, I'm making it darker in color, darker. So this is the outermost, and it is called as perimetrium, right? So this is the first. Inner to it is the next layer, which is highly muscular we can say highly muscular and made up of smooth cells, right? So this is highly muscular, and the muscular contraction over here are very strong. So this is the second layer, and it is the one which is in dotted red, and this is called as myometrium. Okay, right? Now next layer, right? The next layer is from here. Again, it is going to be from here, it will come, right? Here, and this third layer, the innermost layer, this is highly tubular glands, right? It is having such kind of a structure, right? So this layer, the third layer in blue, this is called as endometrium. So these are the three different layers when we talk about the uterus. So outermost is the perimetrium. So we will take one by one. So the first one is perimetrium. Fine. Under perimetrium, we know that it is the first outermost layer, right? Outermost layer. It is thin walled, right? Second is the myometrium. Second one is the myometrium, as the name is indicating, myo means muscular. Fine. So this very layer, the second layer, so this is the middle layer, right? So this is the middle layer of the uterus. Fine. Next, it is formed of a smooth cells. So formed of smooth cells, right? Third, this since this this red in red, the middle layer, myometrium, this is highly muscular, right? So it shows, we can say that it is highly muscular. Highly muscular. So this layer plays a very important role during the parturition, when the mother is giving birth to a baby. So the strong muscle contractions during strong muscle contractions are just due to the myometrium during parturition. That is during delivering the baby. These are the muscles which will undergo strong contractions and which will help in delivering the baby out, right? We will discuss all the process little later. Just now you must be clear with the different layers which are helpful, or what role they will play when we will discuss different topics like the menstrual cycle, during the parturition, during the this fertilization, where the implantation will be going to be. So these layers are going to play a very important role over there. So myometrium is the middle layer, and we know strong muscle contractions during the parturition. These are just due to the myometrium. Now the next and the third and the last one is endometrium. So third one is the endometrium. So endometrium is the innermost layer in the uterine cavity. So you are seeing that the structure is highly coiled type of a structure. So this type of a structure of endometrium is because when the secondary oocyte, or we can say when the ovum is released, when the process of ovulation will take place, the egg, suppose this is the egg, if I trace a path, then from here it will go here, just tracing a path, then the egg is coming over here, right? It will undergo, zygote will undergo so many differentiation, and it will undergo a process of merula, blastula, then gastrula. We will discuss all these things in detail, but here you need to know that this embryo that is implanted in this innermost layer of the uterus, that is the endometrium. So endometrium, this first, it is the innermost layer, right? So innermost layer of the uterus. Second, it is formed of columnar epithelium having both ciliated and non-ciliated cells, right? And non-ciliated cells, right? Columnar epithelium, ciliated, and the non-ciliated cells. Next point is that this perimetrium, it undergoes cyclic changes during the menstrual cycle. So the cyclic changes which are seen during menstruation, that are due to this, the changes are in the endometrium lining of the uterus. Next one is the growing embryo that is implanted again in the perimetrium. So the process of implantation also takes place in this lining, that is the endometrium. So these are the three important layers of the uterus. Uterus in itself is a highly muscular muscular and thick-walled structure. It is made up of three tissues. Outermost is the perimetrium, right? The perimetrium, and it is thin-walled. Then next is the myometrium. It is the middle layer and made up of smooth cells and highly muscular. Then the strong muscle contraction during the parturition, which are seen or brought about by the release of a certain hormones that are again due to this very tissue or a layer. Then next one is the endometrium. Endometrium is the innermost layer. Again, columnar epithelium, ciliated and non-ciliated cells. Cyclic changes during menstruations, those are seen as in this layer. And implantation of the growing fetus or the embryo is implanted over here in this layer only, right? Again, one more point in this is highly, they are having a tubular glands, right? So we can say that this very endometrium layer, it also consists of tubular glands. So with this, we have discussed about the three important layers of the uterus. Next, we will start with the next topic. Thank you, class.